I'm gonna need everyone's help to get this video out there. It's gonna be a slightly longer video. Please stay till the end. If you look at several of my, I think it's all 3 of my pinned videos on my page, right? You'll see where I say in one that they are going to take away women's access to have credit cards, own property, rent or buy a place without a man co-signing. They want to take it back to the point that women don't have a right to vote or live without a man guiding her, okay? This was published April 24th, 2025. Trump executive order raises alarm over women's financial independence. Yeah. So he signed an executive order raising concerns over women's financial independence as well as other potential civil rights violations. The EO, titled Restoring Equality of Opportunity and Meritocracy, we all know what that's code for, right? Is intended to encourage meritocracy and a colorblind society, not race or SMEX-based favoritism. It calls for an evaluation of all pending proceedings under the ECOA, which was first passed in 1974, the year I was born, and amended in 1976 to prevent lenders from discriminating against women based on marital status. Although the EO cannot change the law, that can only be done by an act of Congress. If independent federal agencies abide by the order, they will stall litigation protecting women from being discriminated against for credit, and they will roll back guidance and regulations which were in place to protect people's rights. Why it matters. Prior to the ECOA, women could be asked to have a male relative or spouse co-sign for their credit cards or loans or a mortgage or renting an apartment. Anything really, buying a car, okay? I know this from my grandmother. President Trump cannot single-handedly remove the ECOA, but his EO can make it harder for women to get federal help advocating against gender discrimination and can allow federally funded projects to discriminate based on gender. This will affect women, all women, okay? But it's even more so going to affect Black women, brown women, and indigenous women, and women of any other ethnicity that's not. It's also going to negatively affect all men who are not. So all of you who poo-pooed me and said that I didn't know what I was talking about, conspiracy theorist, all the blah, 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 go read Project Esther and Project 2025, both. Okay? I'm not gonna hold my breath for an apology. They've been telling people for decades what they wanted to do. Now they're doing it. So congratulations, if you're a woman and you voted for dump, if you have any assets, say goodbye to them, okay? Because even if you put them in a trust, if you're in charge of that trust, you won't be. You won't be. It'll take a man to be in charge of that. So if you don't have a man that you trust implicitly, bear in mind that a man could become the executor over everything for you, okay? If you own a house, car, anything, everything. And then they could decide that, well, you're mentally unstable, so we're just gonna commit you into an asylum because you're hysterical. And then what? Nobody's gonna come save you. Especially if you voted for Trump, you voted for this. The scenario I just talked about is a thing that used to happen all the time. By the way, that's historical fact that they want to go back to.